Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Jaron Boots Ennis. Some people are calling this man Jaron Mayweather. Now to that I say in the most respectful way, hold your horses and let's not take it to the stupid. Man, I get it, Jaron Boots Ennis. To a lot of people, he is Mayweather. He is De La Hoya to you. He is Pacquiao to you. He is Cotto. He is Trinidad. He's Sugar Ray Leonard. He's Hearns. He's Hagler. He's Roberto Duran. He's all those guys wrapped in one. If you let some of y'all tell the damn story. The only thing Jaron Ennis has in common with Floyd Mayweather is the fact that he fights at 147 pounds. That's it. He has a title. That's it. But y'all got to stop this. You know, he's going to be a potential successor to Floyd and Pacquiao and all the other great 147 pounders. You know what? He picks up titles. If he becomes undisputed, if he can dominate the weight division, then, I mean, it's only fair to have him in a conversation. But let's take a look at, well, I'm not saying to take a look at it, but just understand who and what kind of animals Floyd Mayweather was fighting and how he was able to dismantle and tranquilize or dominate those fighters to a win, right? Floyd Mayweather wasn't fighting tomato cans. Floyd Mayweather, I honestly feel, if Floyd wanted to, Floyd could have been undisputed in every single division, up to maybe even the 160. That's how skilled and talented and fast he was, man. I feel Floyd could have whipped everybody's ass up to maybe 160 at a certain point in his career. Jaron Boots Ennis, this is the thing. He has 30-plus fights. I think Jaron Boots Ennis he's in his prime, but I wonder if he's at his peak. Like, does Jaron have 30 more fights left in him? Does he have 40 more fights left in him? Because he's still young. He has a whole lot of fights already. Is he going to go on to continue to dominate and win fights and maybe end up having a career like Canelo? You see? Like, I really think he's on that kind of trajectory. But to come out here right now today and say that Jaron Boots Ennis today is basically Floyd Mayweather. Even Boots would tell you that shit ain't true. What he'll say is, I'm Jaron Ennis. That's what he'll tell you. But when I hear people out here saying that, I'm just like, y'all gotta stop, man. Y'all gotta stop. He's a modern day welterweight. He's an outstanding fighter. But this weekend we're going to find out how great he is. But he's got to get some more wins against big names, I think, before you can even put him in the conversation. I mean, yeah, they fight at welterweight, but before you can really put him in the conversation with those guys. He hasn't come out here, man, and put the work in yet at 147 people. Them 30-plus names, come on. Let's hold our horses. He hasn't put the work in yet, and now he's putting the work in. But even he'll tell you. But maybe the common ground here, where we want to talk about Mayweather and Boots right now, could be that Mayweather fought Arturo Gatti, and that was a big fight. And Boots is fighting Stanionis, which is a big fight. Mayweather's more of the boxer puncher, slick, fast, powerful, extremely talented and athletic. Boots is fighting Stanionis. Boots is the boxer puncher, extremely talented and athletic, fast, got power, can get in and out. I think that's the similarity between the two. Is the style of Floyd matched up to Gatti, and the style of Boots matched up to Stanionis. But I mean, outside of that, I don't. That's about it. I don't really see it. I don't see it beyond that. If we want to talk about the things that have made a guy like Floyd Mayweather so great, and we're looking at Jaron Boots Ennis, well, you want to talk about Floyd and the things he was able to do in that ring. That although you hear some people saying this, what Floyd was doing in that ring, and I know that there was Money Mayweather, before that was Pretty Boy. Forget all that. Just Floyd Mayweather. He was in there whipping ass in a not so boring fashion. I always tell people, go watch them first 30 fights of Floyd Mayweather. That's all I say. You go watch those fights, and you're going to see something. That's why I have a hard time when people out here labeling fighters as a special talent. Get the F out of here. You go look at Floyd Mayweather's fights. You're going to see, in his first fight, you're going to see something that's like, okay, what is this? Second fight, 10th fight, 15th fight, 20th fight, and everything in between. You're watching and you're saying, well, no one's going to beat this guy. We haven't reached that point with Jaron yet. Seeing big punches, getting out the way of big shots. Have we seen Jaron really see big shots come out of him, man, and get out the way of big shots? Standing toe-to-toe in a slugfest and getting out of the way of shots. Standing right there, using that shoulder roll and using his high guard and his defense. Floyd Mayweather, just amazing shit he would do and just dissect his opponents while standing right there. Boots will stand there and go toe-to-toe, but he was okay with taking a lot of damage. Floyd wasn't okay with taking no shots. The only thing I'll say when it comes to Jaron Boots Ennis is that he don't have surrounding him is any controversy. Floyd always seemed to have some kind of controversy surrounding him, man. But let's see. I think Jaron Boots Ennis has an opportunity to show just how efficient he can be. Since they want to compare him to Mayweather. When it comes to Mayweather, man, you start talking about, wins and losses and statistics and CompuBox. There's not too many people who have been able to do anything like what Floyd has done, where he lands a lot of punches without having to throw so many, and he doesn't waste them, and it's hard for his opponent to hit. You got guys in there fighting Floyd, man, double his output, and he's landing, damn near, 2.5 times more shots than them. And remember, they're doubling his output, and he's outlanding them, doubling what they're landing. So his accuracy, everything, overall efficiency with Floyd Mayweather was on point. I want to see Jaron Boots Ennis get in there and do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And remember, without getting hit. That's what I want to see. But the bottom line is, man, when it comes to punches connected, and we're talking about a guy like Floyd, because Jaron still has a lot of work to do. Floyd is the top, or was the top professional boxer. I'm just going to say is, right? The top professional boxer, landing 42% of his punches thrown. That is crazy. Furthermore, his plus-minus average of 24% also tops amongst all these active boxers out there. So Floyd is just doing stuff, man, that it's just hard to beat. When you look at it statistically, what Floyd's done, it's just hard to beat, man. And when you take a look at his dad, I don't think his dad gets the credit he really deserves. Roger Mayweather don't get the credit that those guys don't get the credit they deserve for what they created, and what the father started and Roger continued with, and Floyd Mayweather. Jaron Ennis, I think he's on his way. But, fighters aren't landing lucky punches on Jaron Ennis. if you landed cleanly on Floyd, it was a lucky punch. People are landing on Jaron Boots Ennis because he's there to be hit. By choice, but he's there to be hit. Anyway, man, I just think Floyd excels in too many areas for us to come out here and put that unnecessary pressure and label on a guy like Jaron Ennis by saying he's Mayweather's successor. And what has he done? That's all I'm gonna say. Because I think he's great. I want to make sure y'all understand. I think he's great, but what has he done? I'm trying to think anybody really to come out here and say an individual is the successor to Floyd Mayweather. And don't take it to the stupid if Jaron Boots Ennis clips Stanionis this weekend. That's great. He still got work to do. He'll tell you he has work to do. So as a fan, don't be delusional and take it to the stupid. Listen to what he's saying. Anyway, I got things to do tomorrow, so I'm about to go upstairs and chill. Y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Great fight this weekend, man. I'm actually going to go live for it. I don't think I have nothing going on. I may be out fishing with my kids, but I'm going to go live for it. I want to see if Boots can live up to all the expectations. All the expectations. Since now, right, they want to call him Jaron Mayweather. Oh, okay. Let's see. Because that means he should get in there and do Stanionis the way Mayweather did Gatti. Now, if for those of y'all who really don't know much about Mayweather, because I know a lot of people who are talking boxing, they've never even watched it. They don't know shit about Floyd Mayweather. They don't know shit about De La Hoya. They don't know shit about Cotto, Trinidad, Chop Chop Corley, Emmanuel Augusta. They don't know about none of those guys. Go watch Floyd Mayweather versus Arturo Gatti. That's all I'm going to say. There's another fight out there, but I ain't going to talk about that one. Because that shit was crazy too. But you want to see something that's scary, you watch Floyd versus Arturo Gatti. And then watch it before you watch Ennis against Stanionis. And if Ennis can do to Stanionis what Floyd did to Gatti, then Ennis is, I'll start calling him Jaron Boots Mayweather. I'll start calling him that. But if not, y'all stop taking it to the goddamn stupid. In the breeze.